They say a lesson becomes a treasure when you share it with the world. So today on my birthday, I'm turning 46. And yes, I am closer to 50 now than I am to 40. And I never thought that day would come. And I'm just grateful, not only that I am alive, but it has been the toughest year of my entire life. And it has also been the year of the biggest amount of wisdom and blessings and gifts and love that I have received. And it has been the year of surrender. So as my birthday gift to myself, I wanted to share with you, my reader, my friend, my family, on social media, on my database. I wanted to share some of the lessons that I have received in the last 12 months. Because if you learn from your own mistakes, it's a good thing. But if you learn from somebody else's mistakes and are able to skip the pain and the chaos and receive the wisdom, things can be on a whole different level for you. That's why mentorship is so important, and I have it in my heart and in my soul to mentor others and pay it forward and share. Because the journey that I'm experiencing is so tough, and at the same time, it has been the most fulfilling journey of my life. And so I'm Yvette Ulloa. I live in Los Angeles, California, and I am a fiery Latina. I've experienced a tremendous amount of pain in the last year. I was diagnosed 5 years ago now with an incurable illness called a myeloblasoma, a tumor in my jaw that grows aggressively. One day you chew and your whole jaw breaks, and it is just one of the most painful things. It's not categorized under the cancer category. It's categorized in its own because it's possibly even more dangerous than cancer, because cancer, at least you can attack it with alkalinity or alternative ways, or even chemo or radiation, where myeloblasoma, there's no cure. Those types of therapies don't touch this tumor. And so I found myself in a tremendous amount of pain where they were going to remove a big portion of my jaw, about half my jaw. They were going to take my leg bone. I wasn't going to be able to run ever again. They were going to take the bone, replace the jawbone with a thinner bone, take an artery from my leg, tie it to the artery from my neck, do 3 surgeries, 2-year process, and speech therapy, all kinds of things. And I speak and share my gift for a living, and I can't even imagine the pain that I would have gone through. So picture this, I'm about to go into the operating room. It's 3 days before. All these things start to happen where the hospital starts to fall through the cracks. They forget to do a blood test, a pre-op. They forget to run a new scan. All these things were happening. We got multiple signs that it wasn't the right time to get the surgery, and boom, I was rerouted to another country where there was some alternative treatment. And about a year later, a year down the journey, I am about 50% healed, which means the tumor has shrunk almost 50%. The bone has regrown. I am a miracle. I'm living a miracle every single day. And so I wanted to share with you for my birthday a little gift to you of the wisdom that I have received in the last year. And I have to tell you, it is in your greatest challenges, in your moments of your toughest decisions, when you feel that your back is against the wall, that God will deliver the biggest amount of wisdom into your life. So when you experience chaos, trauma, illness, it's a forced pause that's coming into your life to let you know, hey, something is no longer working. You've got to change something about what you're doing. And so as you make the changes and the shifts and you learn the lessons, guess what? Things get rearranged and your life gets reorganized, and all these new blessings and a new level of life comes around. And you would have never had that challenge not hit you. Think of some of the greatest challenges you've had in your life, and think of some of the gifts that were delivered along the way. So the first lesson I'm going to share, and probably the most impactful, is when you ask, when you pray, when you meditate, never ask for what you want. I know it's easy to say, God, please heal me and I'll be done. But I've had to change my method of thinking. I had to change how I asked the question to God. I had to change how I tapped into the universe's knowledge. And that's not about what Yvette wants, it's about what Yvette needs for her highest soul growth. So I read in one of the books that I was reading about healing, of asking, what is the highest and best good for my soul? And I have to tell you, that question has changed our lives. Anytime Dave and I are faced with a situation where we need to make a decision about others or about ourselves, or we're, let's say we're doing a retreat and we're thinking, should we have the retreat in Colorado or should we have the retreat in New York? The question that we always ask is, what is the highest and best good for your soul? If I were you, I would pause this right now, get your phone out, put a calendar item that says, what is the highest and best good for your soul? And put it on as a daily repeated reminder. So it pops in your calendar as an event. And every single day you see that question, so that you nurture your body, your mind, and your soul to ask that. Because if you ask that question, your life will be guided into a whole different level than if you just say, God, give me this. Sometimes we demand something. We demand the healing, or we want a cure to this illness. And what if this illness was bringing us a gift of getting our mission and more wisdom delivered that we can go and share into the world? Or maybe we needed to receive that because we needed to meet somebody that was going to change our destiny. Or because we needed to learn the lesson that was going to stop us from doing something that we were doing that was harmful to ourselves. See, there's so much wisdom with every tragedy. Every tragedy brings you a huge gift wrapped up as a problem. When you see a problem, don't call it a problem. Call it an opportunity to grow. Anytime we're faced with challenge, Dave and I always go to each other, honey, I have an opportunity to grow. And we find the gift. We pause and we go, okay, what's going on? Why did we get this forced pause? And where is the gift in this? What is the gift that's getting delivered with your challenge? What is the highest and best good for your soul? So I switched my prayers. From now on, I always say, God, please give me the highest and best good for my soul, and help me surrender to receive the gifts of this journey, to receive the wisdom, the lessons, and the blessings. Watch your life change completely as you have that attitude of gratitude and you embrace everything that comes your way. The last lesson I'm going to share, and I hope you enjoy it, is I had somebody that was facing cancer, and they were terminal for a cancer, a good friend of the family. And he had told me, Yvette, I'm not even talking about my disease. I'm not even telling the world. I'm not posting on Facebook, because you speak into existence. Your thoughts become things, and I don't want to put out the thing of cancer anymore. Yes, that is true. The law of attraction, right? What you speak becomes a reality. However, this person was still thinking fear, paranoia, scary, cancer, it's going to kill me. She just wasn't speaking it. And so what happened with this person, which was so powerful, is they were not allowing themselves to feel the emotions of fear, pain, sadness, anger. So I spoke to this person and I said, you must allow yourself to feel your emotions. Don't try to skip over the emotions and be like, oh, I love my cancer, I'm great, everything is wonderful, everything's wonderful. Because if you're thinking it, you're still creating it. So I said to this person, you must pause and say, I hate this! Make the noises of anger. Make the cry. Watch a movie, make yourself cry. Let it out of your system. Because if you don't, that emotion that's unspoken is attaching itself to multiple organs of your body. Have you ever felt sick to your stomach or your throat or something? That's stress. All these things we say to ourselves, it all starts accumulating and creating a layer of bleh. A layer of bleh. Yes, that is a new word I have just made up. And that layer is going to start turning into disease. It kills your organs, it kills your energy, it kills your being. And so, yes, You want to be a positive thinker. You want to speak the right words into existence. However, whatever you're feeling inside, you must allow yourself to feel. You know, I tell Dave sometimes, baby, I'm really angry. I'm going to make an anger noise. It's not about you. And I go, ah! And then I feel so much better. And I shake it off. Have you ever seen an animal? And when you put them down, they go like this. They shake off your energy because they don't want that in their energy field. They're very wise. Do the same thing. Shake it off your body. Dance it off. Go on a walk. Do something to allow that emotion to come out. Shake it out of your body. And then go, where is the gift? Don't get stuck in your emotions either, because that's not healthy. I had to teach myself how to feel again. In the midst of all this chaos, all this anger, all this fear, all this sadness that I was going through, that, you know, I might lose half of my jaw and all this stuff, I had to learn to speak my emotions. I thought, oh, I'm personally developed. I'm not supposed to feel my fear. I'm not supposed to feel my sadness. Well, guess what? The more developed you are, the more you're supposed to be tapped into your emotions and give them. An emotion is energy in motion. It is seconds. Feel the emotion for seconds and then move forward. If you get stuck in the emotion, then that's the ego mind coming and starting to create belief systems that you should get stuck in that emotion, and that is how it holds you back from going into the path that you must live. So the last thing I'm going to ask you is to bless and release. Sometimes we have tension and problems and people who hurt us and people that we don't want to forgive. I'm telling you, don't let those people live rent-free in your head. Bless them and release them, not for their sake, for your own sake. When you release that energy of your body, you welcome for new things to come into your life, and you're able to tap into the energies that God has sent your way for you to live your true purpose on this earth. So I want to thank you. I love you. Thank you for giving me so much on my birthday, on my toughest year. And thank you for listening and allowing me to share this. If this was of any value, I ask you to please comment 1 or 2 things that you got from it, or to share it and pay it forward, because the gift of the lesson is if you share it, the lesson becomes a treasure. Thank you so much, and we will see you soon.